Down at the picturesque park, the Queen's Park Reserve, the Stinton Oval it's called, and good afternoon to the Pigeon, Wayne McLeod.
Good afternoon, Ron. Yes, it's a great day down here today. The weather's lovely and we're in for a great game of football.
Mate, it should be a great game, and well, the Tigers, they struggled a bit during the year in terms of the opponents this afternoon, the Belpost Hill Football Club, with 2 victories during the season. But they've had a pretty long haul during the final series. Your thoughts on the outcome here this afternoon?
Yeah, well, Belpost Hill beat us twice during the year, and then we finished third, won our way through the second semi, won that, had the rest. Belpost Hill have come the hard way, so it'll be interesting to see after half-time how many legs they've got left in them.
Certainly time will tell. Better players in that second semi that the Tigers did so well in.
Greg McLeod. Oh, who else was there? Neil Duncan, Larry, Peter Young. They all played well. It just happened that it was at Thomson Oval and we played North Geelong, beat them by 10 goals. So, it's just the bonus, really.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Rest.
Yeah, the rest has been a big bonus, and I'm sure it will help them today. And having such a stalwart and a man of great experience in Larry Donoghue leading the side will set them in good stead here this afternoon, I would suggest.
Yeah, well, we've never really looked back since Larry took over as coach. You get a good player as a coach and all the other players lift, and we've had a good couple of years culminating in today. We hope to win our first one in a long time.
Well, only time will tell, and I think the big fella, Larry Donoghue, is just about to lead the Thomson Football Club onto the Queen's Park Reserve. And conditions absolutely perfect for this greatest game in the world, Australian rules footy here this afternoon, Wayne, and it should be a crackerjack game. Yeah,
well, it's going to be a great game. Like Belpost still aren't going to lie down. It's not going to be easy. So, and the weather's magnificent. You just can't ask for a better day.
Well, you've mentioned a couple of players from the Thomson Footy Club. Looking at Belpost Hill, gee, they've got Dale Tonkin, the best and fairest winner for the 83 season, quite a talented youngster. They also see Tony Warner and half-back, pretty tough customer. Also Doug Taylor and Wayne Harris, also quite a formidable performer for the Belpost Hill side.
He's really hard to stop, Harris, when he's on this game. Real hard. And probably Gary Aston will be up against it today. Should
be a great battle. Only time will tell. And that's a call from you. You reckon those two will pick each other up?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Well, Larry, just about ready to get the boys out. They've been pretty well pumped up, I would suggest, for this big encounter for the 1983 season. And, well, it's a great culmination to a very successful year for the Geelong and District Football League. Yeah, they've had a pretty good year. The standard in this football is pretty good. People think that it's bad. Well, I tell you what, a lot of people go out to play and they have a look at this standard, and it's as good as any in Geelong. Well, certainly. You look through the Thomson list, and there's a lot of good footballers there too, with the GDFL experience, if you'd like to mention them. In Kenny Bone, a great footballer with St Peters, and you've got Graham Hood. You've got also Peter Young, Kenny Beaton, the Ashton boys, Russ McFarlane. Gee whiz, there's a lot of talent, and of course, my old mate, Polly Rankin. Yeah. Ian Rankin, gee whiz, what a legend in his own lunchtime, Polly. He is a legend. He thinks he's a legend anyway. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how he performs today, because he'll be up against, I would suggest, where will he start off, do you think? Oh, Ruck Roving. So it'll be an interesting tussle, because Doug Taylor loves to throw his weight around in the middle, and it should be an interesting, clash when they do meet. Well, Greg McLeod will pick up Doug Taylor, and that'll be an interesting contest, because they played against each other when Taylor was at Newtown, so they know each other's game. Only time will tell. The Tigers on the arena here this afternoon, led by the big fella, Larry Donoghue, and, well, the boys look very, very keen, Wayne. Yeah, well, like I said, the rest helps, and they look very fit at it, They'll be raring to go. No problem about that. Raring to go. Russ McFarlane got the left ankle heavily strapped, 100%? 100%, yeah. There's nothing wrong with Russell. He'll be all right. He was pretty excited last night, I must say, and he's very keen to do well here today. Yeah. He'll bag a few goals today. Goal sneak. He loves the goals. He don't pass it. What about the crowd, Wayne? Just getting off the players for a moment. Gee, it's a big crowd, and gee, the outer side of the ground there, the boys look as though they're going to be in for a big afternoon, mate. Yeah, they've probably started just before the reserves, so they'll be well primed by now. Yeah, it should be great. And, well, Thomson Footy Club have done very well for the 83 season. Only time will tell with we see these two great sides take it out for the 1983 season. The Thomson Footy Club taking on the Bellpost Hill Footy Club as they now come onto the ground, led by Doug Taylor, who I believe is the assistant coach to Doug Scale.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, Doug Taylor. He's a linchpin, I believe, for this game. If he performs well, Bellpost Hill are going to make it a really tough contest. But if McLeod gets on top early, well, Thomson will win.
Interesting seeing the number 5 Guernsey worn by Donny Grosman. Got the white boots on. Might be related to that Phil McCarman. What's his name? Phil Carman?
Phil Carman. Oh, he might have been an umpire.
Well, he looks quite pretty there in his white boots, and he does really stand out, and could be a bit of a vote catcher, do you think?
You don't get votes in grand finals, mate.
Exactly. The only votes you get is the end of the day when you carry that cup.
Yep. That's what counts, the cup.
Well, we've got to have the umpires on men in white, and some would suggest aren't always right, but, well, let's have a look at them. A lot of experience out there this afternoon. In the centre, we've got Gary Kerr and Les Campbell. On the boundary line, Owen Wilson and Tony Healy. In the goals, jumping Jack Henry and Trevor Launder doing the goal worth. As we see that the Thomson boys limbering up there. Adrian Goodwin wearing that famous number 8 Guernsey.
Number 8. Yeah, he's talented player from St Albans. You know, we picked him up this year. He's only played half the year, but he's a real goer. Gives 100%.
Well, talking of 100%, Larry's obviously had that double-headed coin in the pocket because he's won the first encounter and won the toss.
Yeah, and kicking towards some cement works end, so we're in for a good day, Ron. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, Wayne, do you think there's much of an advantage to that end of the ground?
No advantage. No, not today. Not with these two sides. Both sides are capable of kicking goals against the wind.
Okay, well, boys just doing their final prep, breaking up now, taking their positions, and well, of course, being a one-eyed Thomson supporter, the Pigeon, I would suggest the Tigers, but I'm very interested on a winning margin. What's your thought?
Well, we haven't beaten them at all this year. 29 points.
Okay, well, Pidge, I'm going to go against you. Bellpost Hill, they've got the score on the board. I think they'll get up in a close one by about 5 points. Time will tell. Players all set to go. Umpires just clearing the arena. And a very picturesque arena too down here at Queen's Park, known as the Stinton Oval. Play will be just about ready to commence. Dougie Taylor in there chatting to Jeff Coombs. Just last minute strategies. Larry also doing likewise there with Russ McFarlane. That's the short and the tall of it.
Yeah, Russ McFarlane, Polly, McLeod's out there by himself, just concentrating on the game. Concentrating on his job at hand.
Yes, very accomplished footballer too, Greg McLeod, and a veteran of many games, as you said, with the Thomson Footy Club.
Yeah, many games. Talented player.
Good shot of the boys out there on the outer. Being rather boisterous too early stages. Should be a big one for them here tonight.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see their state at the end.
Yeah, especially if the Tigers get up.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry's now pretty keen to get on with proceedings. Looks like umpire Les Campbell will commence the 1983 Geelong District Football League Grand Final. Greg McLeod just giving some last-minute instruction. Umpire just checking to make sure that everything is in readiness to get play underway. Everyone's pretty keen to see this great game of ours. The greatest, Wayne.
It is. It's a great game. There's a siren, and we're about to go.
Well, Larry starting off in the ruck. Should be an interesting contest here. The first bounce favours the big fellow there from the Bellpost Hillside in Quinn. Goes to ground. All caught well there, but got a quick kick away there too.
Peter Young over to McFarlane to Rankin.
Oh, big leap in front there too. That looked like Grosman couldn't hold the mark. Here's an opportunity. Peter McMahon, the ex-Barwon champion.
Peter Mann, yeah. Oh, he's missed it.
Yeah, good pressure there from the Bellpost Hill side and just forcing that error. And I think that could have been Barry Reid there lunging in at the last minute. Just waiting now on the full back. And I think bringing the ball back into play. It looks like Alan Martin, I think, wearing the number 6 Guernsey, brings the ball back into play for the Bellpost Hill side. A little uncertain on which way to go. He's electing now to come to the members' side. Pack of players, Greg McFarlane there, used his body well on his opponent in Gasparini. The whistle has sounded, and I think you'll find Bellpost Hill get the free kick at half-back. Short pass, chipping in sweetly there too for the Thomson side. Kenny Bain, but the kick was well smothered. A quick chip out. Mark Steele it is, yes, with those blonde locks. Opportunity now to drive them into attack.
He's brought it out here to McFarlane, who's tackled, play on. He kicks it down where it's marked by Wayne Harris. Yeah, Aston's on Harris, so that was right. Dangerous player, Harris.
Called that earlier too, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, he's dropped the sitter. Who was that? Russell Mitchell.
Yes, pretty ordinary performance early stages. Probably a little bit of nerves coming into it, and one would suggest that he'll hopefully get over those.
Well, you think so. He's got it now. He kicks towards the goal. Over towards Possum Duncan. Picks it up. Kicks it down the wing where it's marked by Terry McLeod. Short passes into the centre.
Bit of brotherly love there, mate, was it?
Taking it off him. They've taken it off him.
Yeah, I think you'll find that could have been against... Was that Russell McFarlane doing the wrong thing?
It was against Duncan.
Duncan's been naughty boy behind the play and picked up there by umpire and Campbell. Loose ball now sees... pushed in the back. It's got to be. Yeah, Gary Kerr, good call. And I think you'll find that the Thomson Tigers now will defend grimly. Ross Mitchell it is. Brings it down to the members' side.
Where it's marked by Kenny Bone on the wing. Kicks it into the middle, Shane Grundle. Shane's looking down for someone to lead. Kicks it long towards Peter Young. Yeah.
Great defensive football over the back. Martin dumped the ball 20 metres towards the centre of the ground. But again, the Tigers are very desperate there, Wayne, and I think you'll find that an opportunity there for Mark Latham. Kicks up to the lead. Underneath the football, Greg McLeod couldn't trap it, but buttering up well there was Mark Steele. Goes out where he can find Jeff Coombs, who chips over the top and finds, that looks like Dale Tonkin, the best and fairest winner. Breaks clear on that outer side of the ground. Left foots it up there to the centre wing position. The bounce, buttering up nicely for the Tigers was Ashton, and I think you'll find his kick, though, not a good one on that occasion. Good pressure, Bellpost Hill.
Yep, good pressure, yep. We're going to throw it in on the outer flank. Larry Donoghue.
Geez, that was pretty good pressure there. Hard work, and I think the tackle may have been a little bit high. And I think Mark Latham on that left foot too. It's kicked up to the centre of the ground, or over the back again. Spoiling Ken Bone, but Peter Young butted up sweetly for the Tigers. Screws it around, finds Greg McLeod. Terry McLeod, it was. Beautiful football. Oh, that's got to be worth 50. No, it's not. It's only 15 metres, isn't it, these days? As we see that, pretty indiscreet tackle there by Donny Grosman. Very late, wasn't he?
Yeah, very late. It's an easy goal to Aston. Yeah, easy goal. Thomson in the lead.
Yeah, early stages. We've been travelling. 5 minutes of the first quarter of the 83 grand final. The Tigers hit the front. Yeah,
1-1 to no score. They're off to a good start. Just got to keep it up now.
Well, the fans on that outer side, the cheer squad for the Thomson Footy Club, they're really
very vocal. Very vocal.
And very pleased with the proceedings so far. Having a great time out there in this beautiful afternoon here at Queen's Park. Umpire Gary Kerr back in the centre. The bounce, a good one. Larry Donoghue now used his body, but beaten on occasion. Loose ball to Rankin. Polly Rankin now tried to pick it up, but chipping in there for the hill was that was Ross Mitchell wearing the 4 Guernsey. Umpire's whistle has sounded. And Les Campbell now bounces the ball down. We've got Quinn doing battle with Donoghue. Got the ball out the direction there. I think you'll find that could be Kelly on the left foot. Punts it up to half forward over the back. Taking a nice grab. Poor judgment there by Tim Mitchell has allowed the big fella, Peter Young, and Gee whiz, he's quite an agile athlete, isn't he?
Yeah, and he could probably kick this from here. A long kick of the football. Very good kick of the football.
Well, it is a beauty. He's kicked that all of 55 metres, but it's just drifted offline by the goal umpire Jack Henry, and he signified a minor score.
Well, Peter Young is the vocal point at centre half forward for the time being. It's a matter of whether Mitchell can get on top of him. How well Bellpost still go. We've got play going on now on the outer side. Latham gets it, left foot snap towards the middle. It's marked by Mitchell. And that's a free kick to McLeod. Holding. No, play on, the umpire.
Opportunity here now for the Hill, though, through Satito. Goes in there short of Dougie Taylor, who just found a little bit of space. Punts it up there looking for his teammate in front, but couldn't find him. There was Giroux, and the fist away now. Sees the ball go out that outer side of the ground. We're working hard for the Tigers. That looks like Gary Ashton out there doing some strong work in defence.
Yep, strong work in defence. Strong worker. Good defender.
The ball now some 50 metres from the Bellpost Hill goal. Donahue down in defence. Quinn this time gets it towards his goal. Pack of players form. Bit of volleyball going on now. Harris comes in for the Hill. Can't pick it up. Kicked it off the carpet. The rebound now finds Steele. He was held without the football. I think you'll find set umpire Campbell. Gets the free kick from, let's have a look, about 35 to 40 metres. Steele now comes in the drop punt. It looks good off the boot. The goal umpire does not move, and Bellpost Hill break the ice at the 7.5-minute mark of the 83 grand final through the agency of Mark Steele, the little dashing rover. Bellpost Hill 1 straight goal, 6 points. They trail Thomson 1 goal to 8. Back to the centre, Donahue now. Bounce though, doesn't favour him. Dougie Taylor comes through, gets a quick kick to centre half forward. Coming through strongly for the Tigers was Duncan. The dasher goes over the top to Greg McLeod. He runs his full term, punts the ball to half forward, and I think you'll find there's been a free kick there imposed against Polly Rankin, and Tony Warren gets the free kick for the Hill. Goes to Doug Taylor, loose at half back. He plays on quickly, looks up the centre wing, tries to find his teammate, making some space there is Statito, and good football over the top he goes. Finds Gasparini, but chipping in, good football. Young Grundle, I think you'll find, to Bone. Bone was well tackled, the loose ball back to Grundle. Time to steady, feeds off to the big fella. The Larry punts the ball to full forward. In front, Rankin, and I think you'll find the umpire said yes. There was a bit of a push and shove behind play.
Bit of shepherding.
Yeah, there was.
Aston kept his opponent out.
Well done for mine. Can Polly kick this?
No. Got to be a little bit closer, Polly.
Well, he is offline too, and that's the third minor score on the board for the Thomson side. They still lead though. They're 1-3-9. Bellpost Hill 1 straight goal. And we've been travelling 9.5 minutes of the first quarter.
And fullback kicks it out to the outer side. Big mark by the Bellpost Hill bloke. Who was that?
Dean Harris
Dean
it was.
Harris. Big mark, big jump. Passes it down to Taylor. Misses the ball, bounces over his head. Out towards Steele. Steele gets it on the wing. Centres it towards Mitchell, who takes a good grab.
Yeah, good solid defence though there too, Neil. Duncan made him earn it, but probably shouldn't have given him the 10 metres that he did in the first place, but still,
and then
he did
give
earn
away
it.
15 metres.
Well, that won't make Larry very happy indeed, and Larry, a pretty strong disciplinarian.
Yeah, pretty strong, yeah. Doesn't like giving away those yardage.
Opportunity here for the Hill, the drop punt. It looks pretty good off the boot, but it's just drifting to the right of the big sticks, and another minor score. And, boys, just faltering a little. There's no real wind advantage here this afternoon, yet disposal not real good.
I think it's just nerves, Ron. Grand final. It's just first quarter nerves.
Ball brought back into play to the members' side of the ground. Polly Rankin went to fist the ball away. Tony Warren was there also. Kenny Bone, he can't pick it up. Now Warren comes in, crashed heavily there into the Thomson player. That looks like Terry McLeod. It is. He gets the free kick at half back for the Thomson side.
Yeah, and he handballs over the top to Kenny Beaton. Kenny Beaton kicks it long down the middle towards Aston. Marn picks it up, handballs into Rankin, snaps it over his shoulder, and it's play on McFarlane, free kick. No. He's going to ball it up.
Gee, went in hard there, Russ McFarlane. Could have got the benefit of the doubt there for that high tackle. Umpire Campbell said no and bounces the ball 45 metres from the Thomson goal. It's knocked down to where the crummer. Dean Harris kicked well smothered. Opportunity here for the Tigers. A quick shot at goal up to the forward line. Pack of players have formed, and I think you'll find that there has been a free kick pulled out of that one.
Yeah. Free kick to Aston. Has a shot from goal. Left footer. Not much chance. I think he's dobbed it. He has.
Oh, great goal off the number sat out there on the outer side.
And it's back into the middle.
Well, that was Quinn there. Got a big tap out, and we seem to have somehow got to the half-forward line as we go now back to the throw-in. We see the loose ball. Oh, won't sit very kindly there for that player in Statito. He's had a few touches early stages. Not happy with himself either, but it doesn't matter because umpire Gary Kerr has said, give it to me, fellas, and I'll have a touch of the leather.
He balls it up. Young contests the ball. I think he's going to ball this up again. Kurt, no, he's plucked a free kick out of it. They always seem to pluck free kicks in the back line.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Mitchell's got it. Kicks it along the wing. Beaton goes up. Big punch from behind. Punches it out of bounds.
Well, boys, just starting to settle into the flow of the game. We've been travelling 12 and a half minutes of the first quarter on the 83 GDFL Grand Final. Donahue in front. Quinn over the back. Gets it down. Sharked at the back of the pack there by Mitchell, but it's picked up now for the Hill. On the left foot he goes, Gasparini, right across to centre half forward, tap forward, good football here for the Hill. On the left foot, pretty awkward style, puts a little bit of pressure under the spearhead, but oh, he showed a lot of dash. Great desperate lunge there though by the full-back.
And yeah, he's called him, umpire's called him for a trip, so Harris has got it not very far out, 10 yards out, more or less directly in front.
A little bit stiff.
A bit soft free kick.
Yeah, very soft indeed, but Hill have got it.
Yeah. The umpire pays him as he sees him, I suppose. Harris lines it up, puts it straight through for Belpost Hill's second goal.
Okay. 13 and a half minutes have gone. Belpost Hill 2-1-13. Lead Thomson 1-3-9. Back to the centre with umpire Kerr. The bounce, another good one. Larry Donahue underneath the ball. Allows Quinn, though, to come in and tap it down, but it's sharked there well by McLeod. Kicks it up to the centre half-forward position. A bad bounce there to Ashton. Allows Grossman to tap it on to Warren. He's kicked up to half-forward, so he's, I think you'll find in front Doug Taylor takes it. No, it's not. It's the number 16 Guernsey in while the Gasparini goes short. Good lead, too, from the big fella. And an opportunity for the Belpost Hill side through Wayne Harris.
Yeah, Wayne Harris, good grab in front. You got to play him from in front. Has a shot at goal. It's in the goal square. Punched down by Donahue. Sharked by Belpost Hill. Picked up by Tonkin and Gold.
Well, that was a great uncanny goal on his non-preferred side of his body to the left foot. Kicks a very handy goal at early stages of the 83 Grand Final. Moves Belpost Hill to 3-1-19. Thomson 1-3-9. And as I mentioned, nearly 15 minutes have gone in the first term.
It's back in the middle there. Bounce favours Donahue. Misses it. Grundle gets it. McLeod gets it. Hand passes back to Beaton. Kicks it down the middle. And where it's marked by Taylor. Taylor doesn't know where to go. He goes out on the outer side to a lead. And it's good mark by Latham. Kicks it down the wing to a lead from Rankin. Possum Duncan's got a hand, passes inside to McLeod. McLeod runs his full distance, kicks to Rankin. Yes, good lead.
Yeah, good polished football there. All set up Mark Latham, and gee whiz, he's a bit like the twin brother of Russ McFarlane, don't you think?
Yeah, and he's a left footer. Good players, left footers.
Yeah, good on you. Well, Polly Rankin now, can he stand up to that big rap of yours, Wayne? Yeah, the lovely kick too up to the goal square, but good defence by the Hill. Force it through for a rushed minor score. As we see now that, well, Thomson 1-4-10, trailing Belpost Hill 3-1-19. 16 minutes gone. Ball back into half-back, out of sight, over the top, taking a screamer. Beautifully judged mark, Greg McLeod.
Yeah, he passes it into the centre towards Donahue. Donahue's got it. Should be able to kick it from here, Larry. Kicks the ball a prodigious length.
He certainly does, and he's not many people have kicked 100 goals in a league footy.
No, not many at all. In he comes on the boot. He got the distance all right, but not the accuracy. Even scored through for a point.
Well, 1-5. Thomson, Bell Post Hill 3-1. Inaccuracy could cost them early stages. Ball brought back into the members' side of the ground. Looks there for, that looks like Timmy Mitchell, the number 1 Guernsey for the Hill. Couldn't take it, but good unselfish play. Tapped it back to where Grosman defends well for the Bell Post Hill side. Kicks it to the centre of the ground, and Doug Taylor takes a nice mark. Breaks clear. Kicks up to half forward. Good defensive football over the back. I think you'll find that was Ashton. Yes, it was Trevor Ashton, who butters up well, puts a lot of pressure on Gasparini, who screwed it around on his left side of his body. It was touched off the boot. Play on, called the umpire, and I think you'll find there's going to be a free kick, and Ross Mitchell is the recipient.
Yeah, Ross Mitchell will get it for a trip.
He commits himself well.
Yeah, he does commit himself well. And a 15-metre penalty to boot. So he's got the ball now, looking down the centre of the ground. Goes to the wing to a lead from Kenny Bone. Kenny Bone misses it, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there too, Ken, and the ball not bouncing too kindly for him on this member side. You can see it's very patchy.
Very patchy ground.
And yeah, it's just a little unfortunate there, Kenny Bone. Larry Donahue doing battle this time against a smaller opponent in Dooley. Comes to the base of the pack where some beautiful football there.
Yeah, good pass from McLeod to Aston. Aston's going to have a shot from goal from about 35 metres out. Should be able to put this through. In he comes on the boot. I think he's dobbed it. Yeah, straight through for another goal to Aston. That's 2 goals to Aston already in the early stages of the first quarter.
Yeah, doing very well. Moves the scoreboard now at the 18-minute mark of the first quarter of the 83 grand final. The Thomson Tigers, they now move on to 2 goals, 5-17. Only 2 points in it now. Bell Post Hill 3-1-19. Ball back to the centre with umpire Les Campbell.
In he comes. Puts it down. And Donahue comes in and misses it again. The Bell Post Hill ruckman's doing very, very well on Donahue today. Lacking in height, but determination.
Yeah, certainly, and an opportunity here for them too. Oh, look at great work there in defence, Neil Duncan. But yeah, Bell Post Hill just a little bit more agile in the centre square at the moment. Maybe Larry has got to try and just change his tact a little bit. Rather than stand his ground, he may have to leap.
Yeah, may have to get off the ground. Oh, good mark by Bone. Yes, he's paid it, the umpire. Picks it up. Kicks along the wing, the members' side, to a lead where from Peter Young, who on his left foot snaps it over. I think he's kicked it out in the full. No, it's bounced.
Yeah, that was great skill.
And Aston's got it again. Handballs inside to McFarlane. Dodges around 4 Bell Post Hill players and passes it to Latham. Great football. Good player, this McFarlane. Handy player.
Good skill.
Yeah.
Skills. And, he was pretty pumped up last night too, and I think you'll find that he's going to have a pretty good afternoon here.
Well, let's hope so. Latham comes in, has a shot at goal. I think he's dobbed it. He has. It's another goal to Thomson.
And the Tigers hit the front again in the 83 grand final. 20 and a half minutes of travel to the first term. The Thomson Tigers now move to 3 goals, 5, 23 points. 4-point leaders over Bell Post Hill, 3-1-19.
Back in the middle with Graham Kurt. Bounces it. In they come in. No, they're not bouncing it very well, Ron.
No, they're favouring either ruckman at this stage, but the Thomson defence, though, still stands firm as we see that Treb I think that was Trevor Ashton there. Went over the top there to his teammate who couldn't control the ball in Kelly. The loose ball now is picked up, or attempted kick by Gasparini. Good pressure there also from Kelly again, but it's scooped out. Opportunity now, Dean Harris. Looks pretty classy when he gets the footy too. A lovely drop punt pass straight down the throat of his forward teammate there, and I think you'll find it looks like Mickey McFarlane.
Yeah, McFarlane's got it. 35 out, not that far out. Should be able to kick the distance. Whether he's accurate. Oh, straight through the umpire. Does not even move. It's another goal to the Hill.
Yeah, very handy goal for the Hill. Puts them back in front. Great first term of footy. The bounce this time seized it Burley. Gets it down, but it's sharked by Greg McLeod. Kicks it out wide to the outer side of the ground, where we see working hard for the football was Ross Mitchell. Kicked it off the carpet. Good footy there for the Hill. Gained some 35 metres. Good tackle there for the Tigers. Dispossessed Mark Steele of the footy, and I think you'll find it's gone over the line and out of bounds on that outer side centre wing.
And the umpire throws it in, hit out by Adrian Goodwin over towards Mark Latham. Gets on his left foot, centres it towards McLeod. Can't pick it up. Handballs to Donoghue. Kicks it long down to centre half forward, where it's marked by Trevor Aston.
Very handy up forward, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very strong hands. He's going to have a shot at goal here. He's a little bit further out than he was before. I don't know whether he'll make the distance or not. And he comes on the boot. He's kicked it down to where Mahon goes up. Big fly from Mahon. McFarlane snaps and is through for a point.
Yes, a little bit of misfortune there, Russ McFarland. He's been very lively early stages, moves Thomson to 3-6. Trail Bell Post still by that solitary .41. Ball back into the outer side of the ground, and I think you'll find taking a nice mark there, Tony Warren. Plays on, the kick drops short. McFarlane, that's Michael McFarlane, traps it well, kicks it quickly up where Dean Harris swoops on the footy, steadies, looks to centre half forward, the lead. On there by Gasparini, fisted well away there by his opponent in Kenny Beaton. Picks it up, butted up well for the Tigers. The hand pass, though, was a bit of a no one in particular, but he's got support there. That looked like Ashton up the ground. Got it to his teammate on the left foot, punts it up there to the teeth of goal. Oh, who was that in front? Young?
Peter Mahon.
Peter Mahon it was, yes. I think you'll find he's caught one a bit high.
And he's paid a free kick in the back. He sat on him, the bell post still bloke.
And you just can't do it, can you?
You
Not
can't
even in
sit
grand
on 'em.
finals.
No, not even in grand finals. You can't sit on him. So Mahon's going to have a shot from about 20 metres out, more or less directly in front. In he comes. He's put it straight through the middle again. Another goal to Thomson. There's Thomson 4 goals, 6 to Bell Post Hill, 4 goals, 1. So 5 points in front at the 24-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yep, the Tigers doing well, and a great first quarter there, as we see there, the boys up there on the hill having a marvellous time, and a very familiar car on that outer side centre wing. Ah, dear me. Let's get back to the footy, and umpire Gary Kerr. Let to get the play underway.
Not much time left now, Ron.
Just about into red time. Larry again forced to stand under the ball. Quinn couldn't get it, but Larry's knocked it over there where Steele has trapped it well. Gets a quick kick up there, puts Trevor Ashton under a bit of pressure. Hotly pressed there by his opponent in Wayne Harris. Support, but again the ball spills. Players very desperate here at the present time, and I think you'll find the whistle has sounded, and the Tigers get the benefit of that one, and I think you'll find it's Ross Mitchell, is it?
Gary Aston handballed over to Siddle, who kicks it down his left foot, and it's marked by Sacito. Is it? He's got a 15-metre penalty to boot.
Yeah, he's done all right
Passes
too.
it inside in towards Mitchell. Mitchell marks it. Waiting for a lead. No, he's going to have a shot. He's going to have a shot at goal. Kicks it long. Great kick. Straight through. Big torpedo.
Yeah, great goal. And, well, you wouldn't believe it. The change of leaders happened again. Puts the Bell Post Hill boys back in front. They're now 5-1. 31 who lead Thomson 3 goals, 6-24. Back to the centre.
And McLeod hand passes to McLeod. Gets his kick away on the wing, and they're having a blue in the centre, Ron. It's on. It's on. Didn't take long to start.
Well, it's 26 minutes. I thought they could have got it a little bit earlier, but well, the boys have been concentrating on the footy.
Yeah, he might have got a backhand of McLeod, I think, and just reacted from Harris.
Well, nothing serious. The boys have sorted themselves out.
So out on the outer wing where Latham misses the ball, picked up by Belpo, still kicked down where Donahue marks it at centre half back. And that's the end of the quarter, Ron.
Yep, great quarter of football both sides, as we see here at quarter time in the 1983 Geelong District Football League Grand Final. Belpost Hill 5-1-31. They lead Thomson 5-6. Thomson 5-6-36. 4 points in it. Belpost Hill trailing Thomson Tigers at quarter time in the 83 Grand Final.
Yeah, it's not a bad start to this game, Ron. It's very even, 4 points in it. So we're in for a good day. In for a good day of football. Big crowd too, which makes it even better.
Yes, and it is. It's very conducive to a cold convivial as well, because well, football seems to bring the best out of us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. You get a big crowd and a few ales and some good football. That's what we hope.
Yeah, well, we've got a shot there of the Thomson Footy Club. Larry Donahue just directing his boys to be maybe a little more direct, but gee, they've done pretty well. They've had a lot of scoring shots. Maybe he's pleading to his forwards just to steady a little more, but he'd be very pleased with the defence at this stage.
Oh, you only got to be pleased with the defence. They've kept Harris down to a couple of goals. They're not a bad forward line, this Belpost Hill side. They're very good. And he's just telling him where they went wrong. He's not laying down the law yet. That might come later.
Well, I suppose, in the grand final, you're 4 points up, but you can't rest on your laurels. There's a lot of football left here this afternoon, and
yep, there's 4 quarters of football, and you win every quarter, you win the game. So their next option would be to win the second quarter, and then worry about the third quarter after that. Just win quarter by quarter, and you should be victorious. So they break up now, ready to commence the second quarter.
And just to recap on the scores, Thomson 5-6 it is, 36 points. They do lead the Belpost Hill Footy Club 5-32. And, well, it's anybody's game of football here at Queen's Park in the 83 Geelong District.